Released in 2026 and directed by debut filmmaker Kane Parsons, Backrooms is a psychological sci-fi horror film adapted from the viral internet creepypasta and Parsons' own YouTube horror series. The film expands the liminal space myth into a full cinematic experience, following characters who become trapped in an endless, fluorescent, maze-like dimension beneath reality. Chiwetel Ejiofor leads as Clark, a furniture store owner whose descent into the backrooms becomes both physical and psychological. His performance is grounded, carrying confusion, fear, and obsession as the space begins to reshape him. Renate Reinsve plays Dr. Mary Klein, a therapist pulled into the mystery, offering a calmer but increasingly fractured emotional counterpoint. Mark Duplass and Lukita Maxwell strengthen the ensemble, representing the scientific and human attempts to understand an environment that refuses explanation. Kane Parsons directs with a strikingly minimalist but deeply unsettling visual language, rooted in his found footage origins but expanded into cinematic scale. The tone is oppressive and existential, less about jump scares, more about psychological erosion. The backrooms themselves are the true character. Endless yellow corridors, humming lights, and spatial logic that feels artificially constructed yet emotionally invasive. The story follows Clark's disappearance into the backrooms and Mary's attempt to understand and retrieve him, while a hidden organization monitors and studies the phenomenon. Strengths include its originality and atmosphere, strong thematic identity around memory and identity loss, and a horror concept that sustains tension through repetition and space rather than monsters alone. Weaknesses include a deliberately fragmented narrative structure that may feel abstract or emotionally distant for viewers expecting conventional storytelling. Where the film could improve was with better pacing and keep the clarity versus mystery. The film's refusal to fully explain the backrooms strengthens its horror but risks alienating audiences who need narrative grounding or emotional resolution. And the creature should have been given a better look, as Closer to Games Demon would have made the film more scarier. Backrooms became one of the most talked about horror releases of 2026, praised for its atmosphere, originality, and faithful translation of internet horror into cinema. Audience discussion has been highly divided. Some interpret it as a metaphor for memory, stagnation, and psychological entrapment, while others see it as pure liminal horror with intentionally minimal meaning. Regardless, it has already influenced discussions around internet-born cinema and modern experimental horror storytelling. Film rating 8 out of 10. A visually and conceptually powerful horror film that excels in atmosphere and originality, even if its abstract storytelling may not connect with every audience. Final thoughts. Backrooms isn't about escaping a place. It's about the fear that the place is already inside you. Like and subscribe. Because sometimes reality doesn't break. It just repeats itself in yellow walls.
You want me, baby, let me know all in this. You want me, baby, show